And this is why Power Hour is so great for those of you that are looking to maximize your results, because you're intentionally reaching out to people, focus on income producing activities for 1 hour. And here's the truth, everyone has an hour. People will say, well, if I had as much time as Michelle, or if I had as much time as John, or I had as much experience, or I could speak like them, how do you think Michelle got this good? How do you think I got this good? It's through the repetition, right? It's through practice, it's through failure, it's through embarrassment. So whether you're part-time spare time or you're full-time, doesn't matter. Everybody should do a 1 hour power hour where you're intentionally focused on income producing activities. So Michelle, talk about what power hours look like for you, because you don't just do these yourself, you do this with your team all the time.
All right, so my first thing that I have to come into and say, I'll never forget hearing this, because the number one reason why I was a hard no for so long was because of time.
Yeah.
And then I heard, if I could show you how to grow a massive multiple six-figure business in just an hour a day, would you be game? And I was like, wait, what? And I'm not saying, but I'm telling you that an hour a day when I was working 3 full-time jobs and a single mom was the foundation to where this business is now, which got me out of all of those jobs. But you've got to start with that. And I'm telling you, my background, if you don't know, was in HR. I was out the door working a 9 to 5, but I started at 8 and I didn't end until 5:30 with a 30-minute commute. I would come home to being a single mom, to making dinner, putting my kid to bed so I could go in the basement and do hair until midnight. And on the weekends, I cleaned houses all weekend long. So finding an hour a day was something that what I did was take out a piece of paper. And I want you for the next 24 hours to write down everything that you do, including when you go to the bathroom. And I noticed, holy crap, I don't have an hour a day. I had an hour and 22 minutes a day. And I got really intentional with my vision and what this hour a day could do for my life. And I never let that get out of my way. So then what I figured out was I need a list.
Yep.
I need a list of exactly what it is that I need to do. Because if you don't work from a list, if you're anything like me, I can't even remember when I pull into a grocery store where I parked my car, let alone if I did 8 tasks that need to be done. And in this profession, the tasks that we do all intertwinely work together. It's kind of like baking a cake. If I bake a cake and I only use 6 out of the 8 ingredients and my friends come over, are they going to think my cake is like amazing? Or if I use all 8 ingredients, how much more optimized and delicious is that cake really going to be?
Right.
And that's what happens with power hours. So I turned my biggest weakness, which was into time, into a power hour that built me a massive multiple 6-figure income. And I've watched it happen time and time and time again with people who don't think that they have time, giving them this strategy, running the power hour, because you want to know what running a power hour does. It holds you not only accountable, but it lights fire under your butt. That is what it does. When I used to tune into a power hour or even do a recorded power hour, the momentum that I had, the fire, the energy, and the excitement was way more high and efficient than it was when I just tried doing it by myself. So a power hour is when you actually sit down and set timers and you literally work your business, doing things like adding to my network of friends. I didn't come in with 400,000 followers on Facebook. I had 200 friends with no Instagram, no TikTok, no YouTube. But 5 minutes a day compounded over time with my skill set growing on top of it, it grows and grows and grows and grows, just like your bank account does as well. So you do things like that. You engage on people's content, because when you engage with someone or you go to their wall or you like their post authentically, it's going to say, what's this person up to? They're going to go to you. They're going to see what you're up to. They're going to start to know, like, and trust you. And when someone knows, likes, and trusts you, that's when they buy from you. You do things like going and saying happy birthday to someone when it's their birthday. We have this amazing platform in front of us, the e-commerce of social media, where we can literally search and say to someone, hey, happy birthday. What if you were the only person? Someone told me one of my first couple years into the industry that I was the only person that wished them a happy birthday on their birthday and they'll never forget me. What if you could just make that positive impact on someone's day? What if you really did love the color of someone's dress and you just went to them and said, hey, I loved the dress. Where did you get it from? And now you have a friendship that you created with someone just by getting the vulnerability to leaning into courage to figure out the thing that you're trying to figure out instead of sitting back and not doing it. Other things that you do is like following up. But there's different ways of following up. When you ATM someone, where are you at in the process? Are they in the group? Did you tag them? Do you need to follow up? So having these power hours gives you that insight and gives you that checklist to work from so that you can stay organized. You will work more in a power hour and be more organized and efficient than you would if you were scattered all over the place, just throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping that it sticks. So a power hour is the foundation of your business. And what happens is if you can commit to 6 to 8 weeks of power hours, now you just created a routine, and that routine becomes second nature. It becomes a part of your everyday lifestyle. Like when I spend 45 minutes in the gym, it wasn't easy at first. But once I found that time, I created that routine. I had the momentum of seeing, oh my gosh, I'm getting stronger. I'm healthier playing with my child instead of huffing and puffing. The same is going to come true to your business. 6, 8 weeks in, holy crap, instead of signing up 3 people, I signed up 6. Instead of getting 10 new customers, I got 20. My following went up by 20% instead of 10%. You're going to notice things that you're going to be able to track and measure from your power hour versus if you didn't do it. And this is how 90% of people come into this industry working full-time jobs, build a massive business.
That's right.
It doesn't start with part-time. It doesn't start with full-time. It starts with 1 hour a day is where I started in this business for my first 18 months. 1 hour. So the power of a power hour is literally the gas to your gas tank.
Like where you could set a timer, just like Michelle does, set a timer for 15 minutes where all you do is follow up for 15 minutes. Timer goes off. Then for 15 minutes, you're adding people to the groups or adding people to your network. Then for 15 minutes, you're doing a video and you set a timer so you don't waste. Some of you are wasting 2 hours editing a video that gets no views. Waste of time, right? And then 15 minutes on engaging and expanding your network. That right there would be 1 hour. Now imagine if your whole team did this. This is for anybody in any network marketing company. Listen, in any business really, like how many of you could use leads? You'd love to get better at marketing, follow up, what to say, what to do, and you're overthinking it, and that analysis paralysis is crushing you. And I think a lot of you, the reason you struggle, and Michelle mentioned this, is you're not intentional. You're not reaching out, you're not popping the question, you're not consistently showing up in your feed, in your inbox, following up with people. You're getting objections and questions you don't know how to overcome or answer. And by the way, questions are not bad. I want to point this out. Sometimes people think questions are not good. They're like, oh, this person's questioning things. Well, isn't that better than someone ignoring you? If they're asking questions, it's because they're interested. You got to posture up, baby. The biggest thing people struggle with is confidence. The difference in Michelle and I, you can tell we have a lot of confidence. We know exactly what to do. We know exactly how to show up. We know exactly what to post and things to say. Now, a lot of that is because of experience, sure, but also we know the tools. We know the systems, right? Michelle uses ChatGPT all the time. Like she's a wizard with that thing. Guess how she figured that out? Using it, practicing with it. Michelle does videos every day. I do videos all the time. Guess how we know what to talk about, the videos to create, the content, the follow-up. How do you think we figured this stuff out? Through the activity. And listen, you can do whatever floats your boat. But the reason Michelle is flying through the ranks, the reason she's making more money than she's ever made in her life, the reason she's having so much success, and she's able to help people on her team have success because she's leading by example. She's not saying, hey, go sell and recruit, but she's not selling and recruiting. She's literally in the trenches doing the work